at the time, the I Initiative for InInational Justice. Yeah, so we covered the chemtrails the other day with the sun, the ring around the sun. And I did a little bit more investigating, and I found out, you know, there's a whole conspiracy theory about how these are really making people sick. Now, I'm coming off of an illness right now, and pretty much all the symptoms I've had, that's right in line. Of course, you know, some of these symptoms are more or less common to a flu, but I will tell you one thing, that I've been coughing up some blood, and the situation happened a couple weeks ago where the temperature just dropped 60 degrees. It was too cold because it was too humid, and I mean, that's enough to make anybody sick. But you know, I eat healthy. I tell, you know, as much as you can in Babylon, and at the same time, you know, when I have sicknesses, they have been known to last this long, but not these types of symptoms, coughing up blood, and just generally the way that you feel, with the headache, with the lightheadedness, with the a loss of energy, with the aching. You know, these can be related to a flu, but when you add in the amount of congestion and the amount of nasal blockage, along with the fluid in the lungs, you know, you're dealing with something that's a little bit extraordinary. Let me put it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of this, what I've uncovered, and then we're going to go into something new, because it gets worse. And I've got some more information on some other things here. So, you know, of course, you see the chemtrails, they're thick, they spray them, they dissipate real, you know, slowly, but they form that serious looking cloud, serious thin veil-like cloud. You see them tic-tac-toe grids, cross-hatch parallel lines. They expand, and some evidence has uncovered that manufacturing waste from military industry and biowarfare substances were found within the soil, I take it. So I'll go ahead, and there's a list of these chemicals: barium, aluminum oxide, bacilli and molds, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, Pseudomonas fluorescens, bacilli amylo. I can't say all these things, but if you research chemtrails, you're going to find that there's a list of 14 types of chemicals and different, you know, sophisticated chemicals that have been extracted from the soil at periods where it's been known to have spraying. So after chemtrails lingered, reports of illnesses came out: persistent hacking coughs, upper respiratory and intestinal distress, pneumonia, fatigue, lethargy, dizziness, disorientation, headaches, aching joints and muscles, nosebleeds, diarrhea, bloody stools, depression, anxiety, loss of bladder control, and nervous tics. So, something to keep in mind if you live in a hot area, especially where they've been doing some of this spraying. If this is affecting you, you might want to look into it. Tell your doctor. So what we found is that there's actually patents available right now, linked to the Raytheon company out of Massachusetts, of course, a military industrial private company, right? So here's a patent right here called, it says the family ID number is 38172802. Weapon having lethal and non-lethal directed energy portions. A lethal portion may comprise a rifle, and the non-lethal portion may comprise a millimeter wave directed energy weapon. The non-lethal portion may comprise a kit to add non-lethal capability to a lethal weapon. So this was a patent that was passed in 2005 by Raytheon. There's another one right here, and I believe it's Raytheon, multifunctional radio frequency directed energy system. The RFDE system includes an RFDE transmitter and at least one RFDE antenna. The RFDE transmitter and antenna directly high power electromagnetic energy towards a target sufficient to cause high energy damage or disruption of the target. So you know you have these chips coming out in all the products. And you know, the conspiracy is this is to kill people or maim people. But even more so, just look at the products they're coming out with. They have the ability to go in and cause a system outage of those products. So, and again, economically, they can keep people oppressed that aren't in line. You can go to the Heritage Foundation, big conservative think tank, heritage.org, /research, ballistic missile defense, BG1783. And that will take you to an article that talks about this directed energy weapons system. There's a guy by the name of Vic Livingston. He's been writing a blog on how these patents are actually used now. This is what he believes, that they're being used right now. He says that each day a nationwide scalar electromagnetic radiation multifunctional radio frequency directed energy weapon attack system employing phased array cell tower antenna transmitter receivers and GPS satellites under the administration of U.S. Cyber Command and military contractor Lockheed Martin is used to silently and invincibly torture, impair, subjugate, and degrade the physical and neurological health of untold thousands of American citizens who are targeted as undesirables. This was Vic. He's serious. He's been reporting for the newspaper, and you know, he's got quite a career in journalism. So you might want to look at this.